Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about planetary alignments. That's right, today we are talking about some planetary alignments. In particular, we're talking about Uranus in retrograde. And so I know you might go, I thought Uranus doesn't go into retrograde until later on. I know, but May 7th, Uranus actually started in pre-shadow energy in the sign of Taurus. And then, it stations and turn full retrograde on August 24th, and it will be in full retrograde until January 22nd, 2023. And that's like the 5 months that it's going to be like more intense. And then it'll go into post-shadow and kind of keep getting lighter and lighter until May 9th, 2023. So let's just talk about a few things about Uranus energy, because that's what's really going to be affecting us more than anything else during this pre-shadow time frame, is kind of what's going on, or kind of some of the alignments that will be affecting us. So Uranus is kind of in charge of technology. It is also kind of the planet of revolution or rebellion, or kind of like that wild child hippie energy of kind of like, oh, we were doing this and now zoom, let's go into something completely different. That's Uranus. That's kind of the, wait, I thought we weren't doing this and now we are, or we're doing this and now we're not. Like, what's the deal? So that's kind of the way Uranus's energy affects everybody to an extent. You'll be on the road or on the track to do something, and then all of a sudden it's like zoom, here we go, off in a new direction. I almost call it my ADHD planet, because it just is kind of like hyperactive, and then it gets distracted and then zoom into something new. But it's one of those really, Uranus goes into retrograde usually once a year, and for about 5 months, and it stays in that same sign for about 7 years. So they call it really a generational changer, because it stays in that same sign for so long that we've actually gotten used to kind of making changes and making adjustments. Since Uranus kind of governs our society and our collective consciousness, this is all about shaping our culture and shaping who we want to be and who our kids want to be. All of that amazing energy is coming in. It's one of those, because it governs technology during the 5 months between August and January, we may feel like technology is kind of being stagnant or not moving forward, not pushing forward. This is going to be kind of a great change. Things feel like they may slowing down, or upgrades are not coming in as fast. You may realize your cell phone isn't asking to update something every other day. So it's kind of going to slow down during that time frame. And then all of a sudden, zoom, you'll have a whole bunch of updates at the same time. This is all about kind of getting a deeper understanding. When we really just kind of go with the flow, it allows us to kind of find that deeper understanding in what's going on. Because Uranus is the planet of like revolution, and then we've got our Pluto return as well. This is all going to be coming up and bringing a lot of energy. And then we have Jupiter in retrograde. Then we have Pluto in retrograde, and all of these planets are going to kind of be pushing a lot of big changes over our whole Earth. It's one of those, it's going to be making some big changes and changing things like small, and then it's all of a sudden you'll see it like, oh my gosh, that's a huge change. I thought it was a teeny tiny change, and it's not. So these are going to be kind of some changes that we're going to be noticing over the next several months as we go through pre-shadow into full retrograde. So that's kind of some of the energy. One of the things is, I often notice that this sign actually really gives us a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, and that's usually more towards the Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio signs, and sometimes Aquarius, but it's kind of like making bigger changes. Those people are going to be making some bigger changes, where like Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, or I'm sorry, not Scorpio, Capricorn, will be feeling like that they really require being more secure. I don't want any changes. I don't want any don't dump over my apple cart. Everything is going the right direction. Kind of like leave me alone. And then it's one of those signs like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces won't be really reaping any of the benefits or aftershocks of kind of like what's going on. But it's one of those at the end, it's kind of like a slap in the face, like zoom, here we go in this direction. You're kind of like, oh my gosh. But it's one of those, there's a lot of personal development, there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of things changing as well. As we go through Uranus in retrograde, I will be giving you more updates, but these are just a few of them, so you are in mind that Uranus in retrograde is happening and will be affecting you as well. So let's pull a couple of angel cards and get us a little bit more insight into all things Uranus in retrograde. So this is the first one popping out, and this is all about miracles. Whenever we're open to change, whenever we're open to kind of making things different, whenever we're open to kind of like, I'm allowing that to happen or change or upgrade, I guarantee it's going to happen. It's going to make those changes. But all changes aren't bad and all changes aren't good. It's one of those, it's how we think about it and what changes do we really, really want to make. Nature. Getting into nature can really help kind of balance us out. And I would say doing a couple of great tree meditations during this time frame, especially between August and January, of getting out there and kind of balancing our energy, kind of grounding our energy in Mother Earth is going to actually help us a lot. This one is popping forward. Focus. What are you focused on changing over the next so many months? What is it that you really want to change? Because that's really what you want to focus in on between August and January. That's really the time, like, let's make some changes. Let's make some upgrades. Let's make this different than we've done in the past. Uranus in retrograde has the possibility to make changes only if you allow. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.